you please welcome the one and only Andrew Farris? Andrew, I've got to say, that is an incrable hat.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
I like my hat.
I love it.
Yeah. You say that like we might not have noticed it.
Yeah, right. Well, you're not wearing hats.
Is that a Nashville purchase?
No, actually, I get them. They're made for me in Iowa, in the United States. And,
So there's a mould of your head in Iowa.
I hope not.
That's a weird first thing to have said to you ever.
Yes.
You have been spending a lot of time in Nashville. In fact, I think that's where you made this latest album. We can hear the country influence in it. Has that always been in you, or is this a new thing for you?
Well, yes, I spend time in Nashville and I write with people there, girls and guys, and some very well known, some not so well known. But I write at home too in Australia with Australians or by myself.
Yeah.
Someone said to me recently, "Who are you writing with in Nashville?" I said, "Just me." You know, but I'm enjoying this segment of my life, if I can put it that way, because I've always been a songwriter. You said some very nice things about INXS and the work that we used to do together as a band, and I just kept writing songs. And I'm still doing it.
Do you find, though, that being in Nashville, you know, it kind of changes your headspace and actually helps you lean into that style?
Sure. I mean, when INXS first went to the United States in 1983, and we'd get questions if we go to do radio, like, "You guys from Austria?" And I was from Australia.
Shrimp on the Barbie?
Well, actually, Michael and I wrote a song for Crocodile Dundee, and we went out to the set at Noolangi Rock there in the Northern Territory, and Hoags and Strop and Delvine Delaney were there, and Hoags was telling us stories about water buffalo and things, but they wanted us to write a song, which we did, and we put in the film. And it's called Different World, but that songwriting part of my life has been a theme all through my life. It's my thread. But sorry, if I can say as well, Nashville is... What is amazing, really, is it's a collection of people who all are thinking the same way from an arts point of view.
Right.
They all want to be together. You know?
So now you've got this thriving solo career. I mean, are you still cool to be known as the INXS guy, or you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't be? But yeah, no, I mean, I
was wondering if there's a space free, because then I could be that guy.
Right. Sure. Good luck with that. I was going to say that, no, I'm very proud of, in a kind of a, put it, like a family. Literally, within INXS, there's three brothers. I was the middle one. I was trouble, of course. But my older brother, Tim, and my younger brother, John, and, of course, really my brothers, Kirk and Gary, and our dear departed friend, Michael. When we were kids and younger, Mum and Dad's house, you know, Michael would come around and have barbecue with us. That's what it was like for us. And I think that sense of family, you know, was a very important part of INXS, because we looked out for each other.
Yeah.
You know, and we had this huge ride, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I miss them. And by the way, we have a book that's called Calling All Nations, and it's a fan book that all the fans of INXS have put together from all around the world, and it's available on October the 3rd on INXS.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll check that out. Stocking stuffer, that is. Hey, I want to talk about your songwriting for a bit. Suicide Blonde. We have Kylie Minogue on the show next week, and I read somewhere that it was actually written about her. Is that right?
I don't know about that, although you could say good day to Kylie for me.
Oh, I will.
I'm a big fan. And I hope she's well.
Yeah.
And but I was going to say, I took a demo that I'd written just on cassette back in the day of the music of Suicide Blonde, with all the harmonica things and the funky grooves and the riffs or whatever. I took it to Michael. I said, "What do you think of this?" He goes, "Great, just leave it with me." And then he came back with that lyric, and I said, "What's the song about?" He says, "It's about a hair colour." So, yeah.
Okay.
You also wrote a writing credit on one of Dua Lipa's biggest tracks. it's had over 1 billion streams on Spotify.
Yes.
How did that come about? We've got a bit of a piece to play, but how did that come about?
Well, back around 1987, I know it's a very long time ago.
How much time we got on the show?
I'd come up with that riff, for Need You Tonight and the music. And
We can have a quick listen to that. We've got it queued up.
Sure. Actually, I wrote that piece of music waiting for a cab to take me to Hong Kong to work with Michael.
Wow.
And I asked the cab driver to wait because I knew what I was doing was important. And in those days, I used tape. So I actually wrote the music onto tape, put it onto cassette.
Really?
Which is so cute.
So he was just waiting there with the meter on while you were like, dun.
Yeah, and he kept wanting to leave. He thought I was crazy. And so we basically, the two of us, I had no idea what clothing I took with me. I just threw it in a bag and took that cassette with me. And I got out the other end in Hong Kong, went to the Watson Cedarhar estate in Hong Kong where we were writing together. And he said, what do you got? And this is a lot of the way we used to work. And I said, well, I got this. So I gave it to him. He put it on. He said, fantastic. And he wrote that lyric that in Need You Tonight, just in one stream of consciousness, just one.
History
once.
was made.
Yeah, and so I could say that song was probably written in about 10 minutes.
Wow. Well, look, Someone for Everyone is the first single from Andrew's upcoming album, and it's available right now. Andrew Farris, thank you so much for stopping by.